Welcome to day 5. Yesterday we have understand language of AI called JSON. Today we are giving our system a brain. I am going to show you how to use variables and expressions in an AI system and how they help automation to make decision on their own. We are building a smart text agent calculator today. It takes data, checks the salary and uses a switch to decide exactly which email to send. And don't worry, we are using n8n cloud again today so that everyone on mobile and laptop can join us. If you are ready to build a system then think itself, let's jump into your n8n screen. So today I am going to teach you variables and expressions in n8n with the help of this text calculation workflow. So to create this workflow, first we need to add an form submission trigger. So let's give the form and title, then and description. Then we are going to add form elements. So if you guys don't know how to attach Google Sheets and how to attach the forms and create forms with n8n, you guys can watch over day 4 and day 3 of AI automation masterclass to get better understanding of the base level of these sort of n8n AI workflows. Okay, so now we have to add labels in our form, which is basically first name. It contains textual input. Then we have last name. Then we have email. Then we have salary, which we can add in drop down. Like first option is $0 to $100K, and next option is $100K to $500K. Okay, so these are going to be the fields of our n8n form. Now moving next, you guys have to create a spreadsheet in your Google spreadsheet which contains the same field name, and then we are going to have text status. So we are going to connect this Excel sheet with our n8n workflow so that it can store data from here. So let's close this one. Now we need to connect our Google Sheet with our n8n workflow. To do that, we need to search Google Sheets and then click on append or update row in sheet. Now to connect these credentials, when you first time connect in Google Sheet with n8n workflow, it asks you for credentials. To simply get the credentials, you need to click here and sign in with Google. If you want to see step by step, you can watch day 4 of AI Automation Masterclass, in which I have connected the Google Sheet with n8n workflow with all the steps. So let's connect it, and then we are going to select an form Google Sheet name which we have created in this Google account. Then we are going to create the sheet number, which is sheet 1. Okay, to add the data in our Google Sheet, we need to execute this workflow and add some data in our form. Like we add here and select the salary option of 100K to 500K. Okay, then we have to submit it. Now we have to add this labels in this field name so that they can contain exactly data which comes from the form. Then last name, then we have email, and then we have salary. Okay, so you guys have to select an primary key in this form so that duplicate data does not got saved in our Google Sheet. To do that, we are going to add email as a primary key, and now we are going to execute the step. So you can see our data is stored in here in JSON form also, and in our Excel sheet also. Okay, now for the text status column in our Excel sheet, we need to write an expression so that it stores data according to the input which it receives. Now we have to write an expression here, which is okay. So after that we need to add an switch node, which basically routes the input into different categories on the basis of the input coming. Okay, so in switch we have to select the salary value, and if the salary value is around $500k, and the second is if the salary value is $500k plus, then it is going to switch from one input to another. So we close this one. Okay, so this is the correct statement which you need to write. Then we are going to execute the workflow, and uh, new name test2, and having the salary from 100k to 500k, submit. Now our workflow is successfully edited, and you can see if the value is from $500k less, then it is going to have no tax. Okay, so now our next step is to connect the Gmail account so that mails are sent automatically. So to do that we need to connect Gmail. We need to send a message. So now we need to first connect the credentials. To connect the credentials we need to sign in with our Google account. Okay, our account is connected. Now we need to send email to the person who filled the form. Okay, so subject is tax status, and then okay, so for the message we need to write hi and then first name of the person who submitted the form, and then you have to submit the text. Okay, now moving next, we need to add another Gmail node. So we will do same here. On form submission, email, and the subject is going to be the text status. Now the message needs to be hi. Then we are going to select the first name of the person. Then we will write you don't need to submit the text, and now we are closing it. So now execute the workflow. So let me write hi name, and email should be, and the salary is from 100k to 500k. Now let me submit this form. So the workflow has been executed successfully, and let me check my Gmail. As you guys can see, the workflow is successfully executed, and let me show you this node. You can see it have successfully fetched the mail from the form and sent the email to that mail. And you can see we have received the mail successfully. So I hope you understand what is variables and what are expressions. Variables are basically the labels we are using in our expressions, or values we are using in our expressions, and these are the expressions which is normally known as any coding line in the form of coding language. And these expressions are the combination of operators and variables which we use to do any certain sort of task. So I hope you understand the variables and expressions very clearly, and that's how you build an smart AI system that's actually think for itself. Now I hope you understand variables and expressions very clearly. No, so your day 5 tasks are to create this kind of workflow and test the workflow and send the emails to the persons who fills the form, and comment expression if you understand how the expressions work and how it looks and how it contributes in in the AI agents. Tomorrow we are going to understand complex expressions and functions which are going to power our AI agents. And don't forget to subscribe my channel and like the videos. See you guys tomorrow. Bye.